Hey everybody, Pixel here. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Soul Silver. In the last episode, we took down Silver and got a little bit through the woods here, but then we went back because we wanted to catch ourselves Atlas, who is our new not Quagsire, Heracross, who has caught the scent of smoke. So before we head back into the forest, because we do have to go through there to get to our next town, I want to check out this house and talk to this guy, whose Farfetch'd we got last time. You chased off Team Rocket and went to Ilex Forest alone? That takes guts. I like that. Come train with us. Maybe he's not the guy we have to talk to? I'm sorry, I forgot to thank you. This is a charcoal I made. Fire-type moves will become more powerful when a Pokemon holds that. So, we aren't using any Fire-type Pokemon on the team in this Let's Play, but if you're planning on using like Growlithe, or if you already have Cyndaquil, that does boost the power of Fire-type moves, so it's not a terrible item. It's not something that many people would use in like competitive, but it's there. And for a single-player team, that's not a terrible item at all. Ilex Forest is big. Be careful, don't get lost. I'm gonna get lost. It's not that big, though. So last time we were here, it was nighttime because I forgot to set it to so my emulator isn't always set to night. So before we go on any further, I want to show off, I did train up the team. Atlas and Togepi are both at level 16 now. Bayleaf and Wooper are level 18, and Rocky is still at level 18. Bayleaf also learned Reflect, and Atlas learned Aerial Ace. So, they're going to be getting a lot more work done. Which, it was a very big pain in the ass, because eventually they were all high enough level that they were gaining almost no experience from defeating a wild Pokemon. And there were no trainers that I was willing to fight, because I would have to backtrack a lot. What we got here? Oh, Weedle! Oh no. And so begins me being frustrated by the amount of wild Pokemon in a Pokemon Gen 4 game. So here. Kimono girl, all lost and all alone. Poor girl lost in the dark Ilex Forest. What? You remember me from Violet City? You must be imagining. Anyway, will you show me how to get out of this forest? She is not demanding. Sure. You will? Aren't you lost in the forest as well? How do you know how to get out of here? I don't, Heracross does. Wow, are you going to show me how to get out? You are such a smart Pokemon. See you. Hear that, Atlas? You just got complimented, bud. What do you have to say about that? Atlas is staring at the sunlight coming through the trees. That's not a good idea. I don't want a Pokemon to have glasses. Find an Ether here. Restores 10 PP to any move. Restores does not add. That is a PP up, which we do not have. Don't even think we've seen PP up yet. And already, right here, very end of the forest. So, you know the guard who was saying that this place is big? He's a fucking liar. Talk to this lady. Oh, honey, you're making a Pokedex? You must be battling all kinds of Pokemon. Try using this TM for a change. Obtain TM12. TM12 is Taunt. Okay. Use it and target Pokemon can only use moves that do damage to your Pokemon for a while. So, this is used a lot in competitive. It makes it so your opponent can't use like moves that up their stats or lower yours. And it also bars moves like Protect. Just anything that doesn't do damage, you can't use. What we got here? This is where I do my training. Alright, well, while we're in this battle, I'm gonna go over the new encounters on Route 34. Starting off, we have Abra. Abra is actually a really good Pokemon. I used one in my Fire Red Let's Play, if you watch that. It has very... well, okay, I'll start with this. When it's an Abra, it can only learn Teleport. Teleport is essentially just a guaranteed escape from wild battles, and it warps you back to the last Pokemon Center you were at. It's a decent move in single player, but it's not going to win you any battles, so the only way to actually train Abra is switch training. That said, it evolves into Kadabra, and Kadabra can very easily stand on its own without evolving. So if you want to use Kadabra, go right ahead. If you do have friends to trade with who still play Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you can get Alakazam. Alakazam has incredible speed and special attack, incredibly terrible just about everything else. It's not a bad Pokemon at all, and it's, to this day, one of the best Pokemon to use with Choice Specs or Life Orb or Choice Scarf even. But it's not going to win any awards. At least not anymore with what we have today. Synchronize is 100% the better ability, and it is the best Psychic type in the game. By the way, Abra's Japanese name is spelled incorrectly on Bulbapedia as Casey, so that's fun. Next up we have Ditto. Ditto's actually like a very interesting Pokemon. It has 48 in every stat, and it can only learn Transform. Transform will turn it into whatever it's facing, like whatever opponent it's going against. That on its own is a terrible Pokemon. It doesn't copy stats or stat boosts, it just copies the form and the moves. That said, it can breed with every Pokemon in the game other than mythical or legendary Pokemon, with the exception to that exception being Manaphy, which is an event Pokemon, which I'll talk about later. So, it is very commonly used for breeding in more modern generations, but in this game I don't see why you'd need to breed, because you're probably just playing through the main story if you're playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Next up we have Drowsy. Drowsy is actually really fun. It's not very commonly used anymore, just because it was a lot better in Gen 1 before the physical special split, or not before the physical special split, before the special split, before special was split into two different stats. It's still good though. It's a bulky mixed attacker with its better defensive stat being special defense, and Insomnia's better ability so it can't fall asleep. It's really, really not the best, and there are better Pokemon you could use, including Alakazam, who we went over earlier, but I was actually planning on using Drowsy and Hypno later on the team, so I've obviously held it in relatively high regard for a while. I'm not going to use it on the team anymore, but it was a plan. Finally, we have Execute. So Execute is something. Every stat when it evolves into Exeggutor is decent, other than speed. It evolves through the Leaf Stone, and we're coming up on a trainer who, if you take their number, you can actually get a Leaf Stone from them way too commonly. Chlorophyll isn't a great ability for a Pokemon like Exeggutor, who already has like pathetically low speed, but it's not the worst. Interestingly though, this is just a fun fact, the Pokédex can never decide if Exeggutor is or isn't a bunch of eggs. Execute, I mean. Its Pokemon X Pokédex entry says, its 6 eggs converse using telepathy. They can quickly gather if they become separated. Its Pokédex Pokemon Y entry says, even though it appears to be eggs of some sort, it was discovered to be a life form more like plant seeds. So is it a plant, or is it in eggs? So I think it's quite obvious that it's a plant because it evolves into a tree, but it's still... like, I don't know. The Pokédex contradicts itself a lot, but this is one of the This is one of the more obvious examples, I'd say. Alright, now that we're done with that, I have one more interesting thing to go over about Ditto, actually. Ditto was planned to have an evolved form in the Pokemon Gold and Silver versions, which Soul Silver and Heart Gold are based on. And it looks like this. Ditto was going to evolve into this thing. I don't know what could have possibly changed if Ditto was to have an evolved form, but it was gonna have one. I'm sorry, this thing is fucking funny. I love it. I wish Ditto evolved. Not for any particular reason, I'm pretty sure it would still be absolute trash if it did evolve, but just to see this thing in an official Pokemon game would have been awesome. And the Pokemon Gold demo leaks were recent, so I'll be able to go over those as time goes on. Another example is with the starter Pokemon, actually. We started with Chikorita, who was exactly the same in the demo. There was no difference at all, other than its evolved form. Bayleaf was not Bayleaf, it was this fucking monster. And these are what Cyndaquil and Totodile's original first forms were. I kinda like them, but I think I'm happier with what we turned up with. There are more things I could go over, like this is the evolved form of Hoot Hoot originally, this became Noctowl, and there's a lot of things like that. I'm hesitant to really talk about this just because I don't know like how legitimate these leaks really are. They're probably real, but I don't know for sure, so I'm not gonna pass this off as the absolute truth, because I haven't looked into them very much. I just know a bit about them because I was talking about them with my friend who does VGC. I'm the best in my class at Pokemon. That's nice. But are you the best in your class at Pokemon? I doubt it. Alright. He's gonna start with Mankey. Yeah, Heracross really just has everything here in the bag. Just because Aerial Ace is such a versatile move. Like, it can be used against so many different things, and it has the fact that it never misses. Like, it's impossible to miss with it. So, good move. Let's go out for Bayleaf to take care of this Diglett. As you can see, all of them got to level 18 with literally, I think, 15 experience left over. Can't be certain, but it looks about that much. But you can see if you look close enough. I'm not cheating. I mean, I guess my track record isn't that good if you look at the final episode of Fire Red, but I assure you, it was legitimate. It was just like, you know, wild Pokemon are really weak around where I was training. I didn't want to move forward in the game without it being recorded, and I was on hiatus from this game so I could finish my Let's Play Rise from the Ashes, and there's just a lot of shit going on. I will not trade phone numbers with you. Don't tell me you're serious about transferring into my school. What? I never even said anything about that, kid. I don't say anything. Grandpa! Uh-oh. This is one of the few additions made to Heart Gold and Soul Silver from the original Gold and Silver. Good work, Grandpa. The Pokemon you raised for me has been as healthy as can be. You look fit, too. Hey, Ashley. Let me introduce you. This is Ashley. She's a trainer. She seems to be getting better at raising Pokemon. Well, not as good as you, Grandpa, of course. Follow me, Ashley. I'm getting really pissed off at this recording. Grandma, let me introduce you to my friend. This is Ashley. Aha, this is your girl. Friend. I see. What? Grandma, what are you talking about? She just happens to live nearby.
I know. Since you took her here, Ethan, you must be sure about her talent. Right, Ashley. Come and see us anytime.
Well, I better go now. See ya. Oh, I almost forgot. Here, this is my Pokegear number. You know you can talk to your Pokemon as they follow you? They do all sorts of cute stuff on the road and in towns. I'm taking notes every time they do funny things. Give me a call and I'll share some of them with you. Grandma, don't you say anything. We're both trainers and we're supposed to exchange numbers, that's all. I love this guy's grandma. She never has any actual character traits after that. I have an idea! I'll give you our numbers. Then you can check out on the Pokemon we raise for you. You'll get the daycare man and the daycare woman in the register. The daycare lady. Call us from time to time when you give us your Pokemon to raise. I'll be happy to use this Pokegear my grandchild gave me. Who are you? Alright, Gramps. So I believe policemen or trainers you can only fight at nighttime because they'll think you're suspicious or something. Not entirely sure on that, but whatever, we'll see. I'm on patrol for suspicious individuals. Yeah, he won't fight you during the day. I'm confident in my ability to raise Pokemon. Wanna see? You were challenged by Camper Todd. Oh no, not Todd. Alright, let's go Aerial Ace. Let's see if I can take down a Psyduck. Nope. Alright. Yeah, the only reason I decided not to use Drowsy in this Let's Play is just because we've caught most of our team really close to each other, and it's already making the game kind of difficult, just because, like, we're getting everybody, and we have to spread experience evenly among 5 Pokemon at this early on in the game, and there's not that many trainers. No. Oh, so you don't have confidence that you can beat me again. Oh, you little fucker. You little fucker. You're making this a matter of pride? Alright then, fine. Yeah, give me your phone number. I'm gonna destroy you. Yeah, see you later. You will, in court. Maybe not in court. Alright, here we are in Goldenrod City. So this city is actually kind of big. In fact, it's the biggest city in the game, other than one that we'll see later on, like after the main series. But what I want to do is I want to head into this tent. So this guy just looks like a generic seedy fortune teller kind of guy, right? But if we walk up to him, hello, I'm the official name rater. Want me to rate the names of your Pokemon? Yeah. Okay, we want him to critique Bayleaf. Bayleaf, is it? That is a decent nickname. But I can give it a nicer nickname. How about it? Yeah. Okay then, what shall the new nickname be? Okay, so we want to give Bayleaf a new nickname. I asked on Twitter when we first got Chikorita what I should nickname it, and I got very few answers. Obviously, I'm a smaller YouTube channel, but I did get a few, and most of them were memes. But the one that I did get that I liked was a simpler one, but I feel like sometimes a simple nickname can be a better one. We're going to name it Salad, which was suggested by KTS. Link to his Twitter will be in the description below. It's a simple name, but it's one that I like a lot. Done! How about that? From now on, this Pokemon shall be known as Salad. It is a better nickname than before, isn't it? Good for you! Alright. So, that's where I'm going to end today's episode. It's a shorter episode, yeah, but I feel like I've... This recording is probably pretty laggy, probably looks pretty bad, and you probably want it to end real quick. Don't blame you there. So, next time in Pokemon Soul Silver, returning to Goldenrod City, we will be probably fighting the gym leader. Not completely certain. See you guys then.